Hi, I'm Leticia Walker Williams, founder and CEO of Urban Health Group. I'm also a practicing licensed therapist here in the state of California. I want to talk to you a little bit about the importance of workplace wellness. Sometimes folks call it corporate wellness. I've also worked with nonprofits, so I'm just going to say workplace wellness. Over the past 3 years, the way that we do life, everything has shifted drastically. One of the ecosystems that did not change as much was the workplace. A lot of churches, our natural social environments shifted drastically. In fact, and folks have found community within the workplace. So it was no surprise of the insurgence of workplace wellness. I've been able to support a lot of large company and small nonprofits support their employees as they were experiencing appropriately so stressors given to environmental changes, social injustice, but also like everything that was happening with the pandemic. We know that according to recent research that about 79% of employees experienced some work-related stress during the pandemic. Those numbers are alarming when we look at what that actually means. It looked like a loss of interest and motivation and energy, a lack of what we might think as looking at loss of interest at work. About 30% of those folks reported cognitive fatigue. So really feeling like my brain is not functioning the way, the best way that I would like it to work. And rereading sentences is becoming more difficult to move through tasks and actually comprehend what's required of me. 44% of those folks reported physical fatigue. So it's no surprise how physical health a lot of time mirrors mental health. In this case, with the physical symptoms actually being higher than the cognitive ones. Sometimes folks emote through their body. So our body sometimes can be telling around some emotional disturbances. But mental health is as important as physical health. We see that folks who are exhibiting symptoms of depression include the things like the concentration difficulty, loss of interest in activities, which has led to about 31.4 missed days of work each year. So it's a great idea to always just care about the well-being of our colleagues, your employees, but also this translates into production and being able to move projects along and expand businesses. So there's both the need to help and care for the person, but it's also really critical for companies to have healthy workers. The other thing to consider when incorporating some workplace wellness is the awareness of the provider of culture. How does each of your employees experience life differently? What are the different issues that are happening, not necessarily in the workplace, that could be impacting your employees? Knowledge of cultural aspects, individual groups, folks who are caregivers or parents, how they might be experiencing an increased stress in the workplace, but also just the culture and organizational changes when huge changes are happening with our companies, the folks can be impacted and feel additional stress. Understanding the difference between culture and pathology, just because folks are having a hard time doesn't mean they have a mental health issue. So, my general belief is that folks have really good reason to feel the way they do. We want to make sure that we're providing adequate support. And one of the ecosystems that have been consistent is the workplace. What a great opportunity for folks to, one, be exposed to mental health supports, but also have the support of their company saying, we agree that it's important to help you stay well. If you are interested in learning more about our services and the catalog of wellness workshops that we provided, please go to urbanhealthgroupinc.org to learn more about our services. You can also submit a request on our website if you want to bring wellness to your company. Thank you.